What's good, everybody? It is a Super Triple JT here, and I was not planning to do this video whatsoever because, this is a Saints Row leak and it kind of looked fake, and I didn't really want to be involved with this, but now everyone's thinking that it's real or it sounds legit and stuff like that. So I guess I'm gonna do is go through everything that got leaked or this leak, whatever, and I'm gonna express my opinion of how I feel about it, and I want to see if it's likely or highly unlikely for this to happen. So let's start off with the first one where it says this is a continuation of Saints Row the Third's plot. Saints Row 4 and Gat Out of Hell are retconned as a crazy universe TV show. Okay, let's start off with this. So, continue on with Saints Row the Third's plot line. I'm semi okay with it, but I'm kind of not at the same time because I'm still not a fan of the Saints becoming celebrities like that. Like, I get it, we know real life gangs like that are known around the United States, but them doing like movie stuff and all this, everything related to them being super famous and now the Saints are being icons, I am not really okay with that. I really wish they would have retconned the third also, if that's the case, because like I said, it's just, I don't think it's cool. It's fine if you want to have like characters who are celebrities that are part of Saints, but their personalities are not like related to them. That's fine. But them being icons and now they made like movies and everything about it, I think it is kind of weird. But if they're gonna continue out the Saints Row the Third's plot, I mean, I guess, like every Saints Row fan, we just want to see Dex. Like that's my biggest concern, is to see Dex and get our revenge. That's not a concern because they ain't referenced Dex at all in Saints Row the Third. And that stupid ass joke in Saints Row 4, like there was a guy named Dex, like that really like stabs a lot of people's hearts. So I just want to see Dex. Okay, if you're gonna continue on Saints Row the Third and make that canon, sure, whatever. But doing that, it means that Johnny is dead. Like Johnny is completely dead, and going with that, it's gonna be kind of weird to have a Saints Row game where Johnny isn't in it. Even Saints Row the Third had him for like 15 minutes, so it's kind of weird. The plot is about the Saints becoming an evil corporate empire similar to OTOR. You are playing as a new protagonist with a new cast to support you as you go against the old Saints. The main antagonists are old Saints, but also other gangs. One of them was a motorcycle gang called the Wolfpack. There are some story-related choices you can make. For example, you can ally with the gang to go against the Saints. Okay, so now I'm hearing there's gonna be some kind of RPG thing. I'm okay with that, I guess. I'm fine by doing that. I'm not cool with playing another protagonist. I don't know why. I'm not fond of playing a new protagonist right now. I still want to play as, the boss, the player, whatever you guys call him. I want to play as him, her, whatever. I still want to play as them for right now. I don't want to play as no one new for a time being until we get to defeat Dex. I know I keep bringing him up, but until we get to defeat Dex, I don't want to play as no one else right now. But playing as a brand new protagonist, this is going to be kind of weird because it looks like we're going to start off how we did in Saints Row 1, how we're just going to be someone that joins the gang, and we're going to have a new cast, which is unfortunate also that we're going to have a brand new cast, because I really like Shaundi. I'm like the minority who actually likes the Saints Row the Third Shaundi, but some people don't, but it's whatever. I like the new Shaundi. I'm gonna miss dealing with Pierce. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be there as cameos or whatever, but I'm gonna miss them as like our allies. It's gonna be unfortunate. And like I said, the RPG thing, we get to make choices. I'm cool with that, just because, like I said, we're playing as a brand new character. So, and if that's the case, first of all, if that's the case, it's gonna be RPG. I don't want this game to have a number. Okay, I wanted to call it some Saints of Rage or whatever. But if we're gonna have an RPG thing, playing as a brand new character, I guess that's fine. It doesn't really affect the old cast, So I guess I'm fine with that. Playing, and then you could go against the Saints. I'm cool with that. All the old Saints are there except for Gat. Okay, it looks like the old Saints are gonna be in this game. Except for Gat, which is obvious, they're going to continue on Saints Row the Third, who was kept dead, which is mentioned as a part of the reasons why the Saints became soulless and corporate bullies. Okay, so they're showing that Gab was like the mentor figure with the Saints, and because of that, everybody went crazy. And now I'm thinking, because if everyone went crazy, it sounds like Shandy is going to be going against the Saints. It sounds something like that. Because I know Four and Gad and Hell are probably going to be retcon, and if this leak is real, but if that's the case, that means Shandy might be the people who go against the Saints, or the one that goes, or even being like some kind of antagonist or something like that. And because there was reference in the third and even four that Johnny was a big was like a big brother to Shandy. So seeing that, it sounds something that Shandy might be like evil or be part of the corporate Saints instead of like the good Saints, you know? So it sounds something that I could be wrong. I could be really wrong, but it just sounds that way. The old boss, so the old boss now wears a cool looking mask that their voice is muffled and wearing tactical armor, so their looks open to interpretation. Okay, so now we're gonna see that the boss is gonna be in here, the original boss, the player. It looks like he's gonna be in there, but because we create the characters, we don't know how the character looks, and that's cool. If that's the case, that's cool. If we're gonna see the boss, but we're like we don't know how the character looks, I guess that's fine. Like I said, unfortunately, we won't be playing as, if this leak is real, unfortunately, we won't be able to play as this character again. But if that's the case, I guess it makes the most sense to hide his or her appearance. It makes logical sense because, like I said, we create our character. So I guess that's fair. I'm cool with that. Wearing some tactical armor or whatever. But I kind of wish if we could customize the boss also. But I'm asking for too much already. The game is set in a modern Stillwater, but it's been massively expanded. It has way more countryside and new islands. Okay, so it looks like we have we're gonna be back to Stillwater again, which is fine. I don't mind, because usually when they use Stillwater again, but I only have 2 examples. What the hell am I talking about? But every time when they reuse Stillwater, the city look very different. So I'm cool if we go stay in the same city and it looks massively different. It's fine. It basically would be a new city if people are gonna complain. So yeah, I guess that's fine. That's fair. It's not gonna bother me. The tone will be a middle ground between the first 3 games. Okay, so I don't know how I feel about that. It's not because the concept is a bad idea. That's not the problem. The problem is because when someone says it's going to be a tone of the first, if someone says it will be a tone, I feel like it's going to be leaning more towards Saints Row the Third, which I really don't want the tone to be. I know they're trying to say that the tone will be similar to 1, 2, and 3, but it just sounds like it's going to be more into 3, and that's the scary part. Because no one with Volition, and because they are, I'm not going to lie, they're like, you see how they are in their streams, and they're fun people. So they want to put more of their characteristics in the game. And if that is the case, that means we're going to be leaning more to Saints Row the Third, more than Saints Row 1 and 2. But if not, we're gonna have, if we could have a serious story, but also have some wacky stuff, sure, that's fine. I don't mind it, I guess. But I don't know. It sounds kind of iffy. So I don't know how I feel about that. There are no superpowers. Well, it's kind of obvious there will not be any superpowers because a lot of people really complained about that in Saints Row 4. A lot of people hated it, and I get it. I 100% understand why. Because you're changing the whole genre, and Saints Row 4 wasn't a bad game. So if they really want to make superpower games, they should make another IP. But it won't mean there'll be no superpowers whatsoever. That's 100% understandable. The game has a thing going on where it feels like you're seeing the old Saints from the perspective of an average NPC. Extreme versions of Saints Row the Third cells basically. Old Saints never cared about hurting innocent people, which plays a big role in building the Saints as an evil gang. It looks like I'm thinking way too much, but it looks like it might have like an honor feature that Saints that Red Dead Redemption 2 had. If that is the case, where if you're gonna have player's choice, because now you're connecting the dots a little bit. You have player's choice, so you could go against or for the Saints. You could go that Now you're seeing that the old Saints had a moral that they will not kill innocents whatsoever, which is cool because I don't like killing innocents in free roam games. That is personally me. So now I'm hearing it might have an honor meter, or it might have something related to that. It sounds like an honor meter, and that will be cool if you're gonna have more of an RPG style free roam game where you create choices, different endings, and you can get to decide if your character is gonna go against or for the Saints. That sounds pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds very, very. That could be something interesting, especially if, like, let's say you're driving around the town and you're hitting pedestrians. Your meter will go down or something like that. Or it's like the respect meter, but they're gonna use it differently. There we go. They're gonna do something like you gain or lose respect every time you hit pedestrians and whatever. So I guess that makes sense. That's cool. That'll be cool. Okay, features. Character customization will be similar to Saints Row 2. That is a huge one because everybody knows that Saints Row the 3rd and 4 had disappointing character customization. It was on par with GTA's customization, and I'm not a fan of either or. Like, even though Saints Row 4 had more customization than GTA, I was just not a fan of what they were doing. You can wear clothing pieces in multiple ways. I don't know what they're talking about. That you could wear clothing pieces in multiple ways. So I could wear a sock on my head, something stupid like that. That'll be funny. That'll be funny. We able to do something crazy like that. We could wear. So if it's something like a little bit wild, sure, I'm okay with that. That's whatever. Sliders are for each body part this time, so you could create. So you could go all the way creating your weird monstrosities. Okay, so now we could have a, that's making me think, how Deathlook in regular show with the one arm all above. I feel like people are gonna start creating stuff like that. If that's the case, that's cool. That's cool. I'm okay with that. That's cool. Weapon customization isn't linear like it was in Saints Row 4. You could put different scopes and camos and switch between ammo types. Alright, so this is interesting by saying there's going to be ammo types in this. Now there's going to be weapons with that could take different types of bullets, so you could go like something that explodes on a sniper or whatever. Now we could have different scopes and camo. That's kind of cool. Now they're going to go with the route of how Saints Row 5 does their weapon customization with different skin, different scopes. But I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more expand. Cause even GTA's weapon customization is kind of garbage. I feel like they're gonna expand upon that. That's cool. I like that. Multiplayer, a 4-player co-op with difficulty scaling to the numbers of players. Okay, so we're gonna have a 4-player co-op now. That is cool. I always enjoyed playing Saints Row co-op. I don't play anymore because not a lot of people will be willing to play anymore. But 4 players, that is interesting. So we could get you and your homies, and you can start doing the story however you want. That's cool. Multiplayer will be 32-player free roll gang warfare with activities like deathmatch activity dynamically in the world. So you could drive around the map. And then get a pop-up from the game that invites you and the rest of the players to participate in a deathmatch. If your gang wins the deathmatch, you'll gain a small territory as a part of a bigger region in that particular lobby. This won't be global, so each lobby will have a different territory controlled by different gangs. Okay, this does not sound fun. I'm going to be honest, this does not sound cool. When someone says that when you're going to be involved with an open world deathmatch free roam lobby, that is not interesting. And I'm sorry that I have to compare it, but the reason why I believe that GTA was so successful is because they had missions and stuff like that in the online. This just sounds like, yo, let's go drive around with the homies and start killing people. It sounds like GTA 4's online. And it was cool to drive around with your friends and kill each other. What would you do afterwards? You're just killing each other. This does not sound fun. You're just gaining territory. The moment you leave the game, all of it's gone and you have to restart again. That does not sound interesting whatsoever. So my proposal is do not do that whatsoever. at all. No territories, no nothing like that. If it affects everyone's servers, then fine, but that's physically impossible. So what the hell is the point of this? This doesn't sound cool. If this is real, I'm definitely gonna have a shitty time playing this. I might play it for it might get a few minutes of fun time, but the entire time, it doesn't sound fun whatsoever. The performance, it's like Saints Row the Third Remastered, but better. Not cartooning at all. No destructible environments, but physics are a lot better. For example, ragdolls weren't floaty anymore like Saints Row 4, and driving felt closer to GTA 5. Okay, so when I hear it looks like Saints Row the Third Remastered, but better, I don't know what the heck. Cause that remaster looks good. The models look ugly, but the remaster was fine. If that's the case, I should be a little bit concerned. But it also said not cartoony, and yes, the Saints Row games have been looking cartoony since Saints Row the Third. So I don't know how I feel about this. It just sounds kind of iffy. And then the ragdolls will be a lot better. Yeah, you know the ragdolls are really stupid in Saints Row the Third and 4, so they just fly. So I guess I don't know. This is not really concerning to me, to be honest. The driving feels better. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of problems with driving in video games. I might crash a lot, but it doesn't feel bad. But you know, it depends. We'll see how it happens. In a playable early stage, Volition has invited tons of people from the Saints Row community and some YouTuber influencers to check it out who are under NDA. Okay, so that one's real. I know that for sure, because I know a lot of people that actually went to this event and played Saints Row, and they said it was really good. So I know what this is. You know, a couple people have done it, so this is definitely real about this particular thing. And they might show a trailer this year, but it's not coming out till late 2021 or even 2022. All right, so this confirms what I said, that this game I don't even need to explain that this is not a theory or whatever. It's obviously coming out. It's obviously not coming out this year. Like and I also said it's coming out next gen, so this one could be technically real also. Yeah, it might come out late 2021 or even 2022. That is actually pretty crazy to say, because the last Saints Row game we had, we're not counting God of Hell nor Angels of Mayhem, the last Saints Row game came out in 2013. So if you're telling me it's gonna drop in 2021 and 2022, I mean, I guess, because some games do take that long, but it's kind of concerning when you realize they weren't working on the game the entire time of that break. They were working on other projects. So if it's coming out in 2021 and 2022, they gotta work fast, because the competition will be stiff in 2022 specifically. I know for sure we're gonna get some real problems that year if that is the case. So I'm not saying the game should be rushed at all, but if it's coming out really late, and we know that GTA 6 is coming out in the next couple years, they gotta get this out as fast as they can, so we don't have any stiff competition. Even the game coming out a few months before does not mean it's gonna come out successfully. So they gotta be very, very careful with this if it's coming out this late. But like I said, this is just a leak, not confirmed it's real. We don't know what's happening. This could be all fake for all that matters. But this is kind of interesting. It's unfortunate they're going to continue on Saints Row the Third plot, but this is kind of interesting, the entire concept. So what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments down below. Do you think this is real? Do you think this is fake? I would love to know. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm out. Deuces.